The Osteo Physio YouTube channel. Today we are going through a full upper body stretching routine to do after you've played tennis. Number one, the first exercise we're going to be looking at after you've been playing is stretching through the forearm. It's so important where you're gripping into the racket. You're going to be using your flexors, your supinators, your pronators. So we're going to be using all parts of the forearm where we're returning or going backhand, different areas. So the first exercise we're going to look at is stretching forward through that forearm. So if I turn to the side, you're going to grip around the wrist, you're going to turn the hand down, and then you're going to straighten out that elbow. So as I demonstrate again, you're going to turn the wrist over, hold around the hand, and then pull it forward. So this is stretching your extensors and your supinators, the ones that turn outwards. So where we should be feeling this stretch is on the outer part of the elbow into that forearm area. So we want to hold this for about 10 to 15 seconds. Again, so important, we need that really good grip strength. We want to avoid any injuries to the tendons around the elbow. So we really want to ensure we're adding in that stretch. We're then going to relax, turn the hand upwards, again gripping just below the thumb again, but this time bringing the palm back and stretching up the opposite way. So this is looking at your pronators and your flexors. So we're going the opposite way now. You should feel this on the inner side of the elbow of the forearm as we're stretching, aiming to hold this between 10 to 15 seconds. Although we obviously have a dominant side when we're playing tennis, with this routine, although I'm demonstrating on our main side when we're playing, I would balance through both. So I would stretch both sides just to have that lovely kind of balance through. So you don't want to have one really nice stretch side, one side that's really tight. So very important to release through both sides. Once we've done that, we then want to stretch a little bit more into the hand, into the fingers. So we're going to isolate through the hand a little bit more. So similar to what we did with the forearm, but this time we're just going to gently pull the fingers back. So we want to feel that stretching through the palm of the hand. So we're pulling back into that area. So if I demonstrate from the side, you're very gently extending those fingers back. So we don't want to be damaging anything. We're literally doing it so we can feel it pulling into that palm. So just stretching out through the palm. Same with the thumb, you're just going to tip the thumb back. So if I demonstrate this way, you're just going to pull it back slightly in that area. So you're stretching through your hypothenar and your thenar eminence, which are the pads into the hand. Because if you're gripping, that gets really, really tight. So again, with both of those, holding that between 10 to 15 seconds. We're pulling it backwards there so you can feel it stretching through the thumb. Next, we want to really gently traction through the fingers. We looked at this with our warm-up video, but very similar. We're just going to really carefully hold around. If we start with the thumb first, just pulling it away. So we're opening up and stretching. Again, very, very gentle. You want to feel that we're gapping through the joints. We're opening up through, aiming to hold this for about 5 seconds. And then relaxing, then onto the next finger again. We're gripping over the finger, carefully pulling away, holding for 5 seconds, and then relaxing, and then onto the next finger. And again, it's all about slow, gentle opening up through, because when you're playing, you're gripping for a long period of time. So it's very common that we get a lot of stiffness and tightness in these areas. That then coupled with maybe jobs that we do day to day where we're also working the hands and the forearms, you can see how it can be the perfect storm of everything building up with that tightness. So very important to stretch through, again, holding for about 5 seconds and then relaxing there. Next, for this upper body stretching routine, we want to stretch through the triceps. Really, really important, because again, you think we're coming through backhand, you're going to be extending through that elbow. So what we want to do is place the hand on the back of the shoulder. So for a lot of people, that might be enough of a stretch. If you want to encourage the stretch further, you're going to push the arm back gentle. So you're going to feel this down this part of the arm. So again, you can repeat this on both sides, but for demonstration today, we're going to hold it on the dominant side. So for me, it's my right side. I'm going to hold this up through here, aiming to hold this for 10 to 15 seconds. We're holding this stretch here, which is really, really nice. Again, you're using it so much. It's the whole upper body as you're playing. So that's why we've isolated it into the upper body stretching routine today. and then gently unwinding from that position. Next, we want to stretch down through the lats. Again, that's a huge stabilizer when we're playing. So we're going to clasp the hands above our heads as we breathe in, doing nothing, and as we breathe out, we're pulling the arm away. So we're feeling this down the side of the body. So again, aim to hold this between 10 to 15 seconds. This is lovely because when you're returning a serve or you're playing during tennis, you're twisting a lot through the torso. So you're going to be twisting and feeling it in the ribs and the side of the body. So really, really important holding this for 10 to 15 seconds. And then back to the middle. And then like we said, of course, repeating that on the opposite side as well, just for that clarity as we're moving through. Next, we want to have a look through the neck, because again, when you're returning serve or you're playing, you're looking up, you're going to be using that neck. So we want to make sure that the shoulders are relaxed first. We're going to gently turn the head away, dropping chin down. Again, for a lot of people, that is going to be enough of a stretch. We don't need to exaggerate that stretch. What we can do though is clasping behind the back of the head, we can bring the chin down lower towards the chest. So we're going to feel that pull in this area. Really, really nice after you've been playing. Like I said, you'll be surprised how tight the neck is. I know whenever I've been playing, I'm always really surprised how tight it feels through my neck, shoulder, definitely into that tricep area. So really important for us to stretch this today. And again, same like we've said in other videos, when you've been stretching the neck, to come out of this stretch, because for a lot of people we have a lot of tightness in the neck and the shoulders. Once you've held this for 10 to 15 seconds, you want to take a big deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, almost allowing the neck to come back in that expiration to then relax into that neutral position. Next, we want to stretch through the pec and the bicep. Really, really important. You think of how much we're using the chest and the bicep when we're playing. So you want to find like a door frame or a wall. In this case, we're using a fridge, but something firm that you can lean into. You want to have the arm up at 90 degrees, body standing forward as you're holding this there. So again, for a lot of people, this might be enough of a stretch. To exaggerate the stretch, we want to tip or turn the body away, turn the head away. So we'll feel this stretching right across that chest area. Again, aiming to hold this for 10 to 15 seconds. For some people, if you've got an injury with your shoulder or if you have an issue with that shoulder area, I'm going to show an alternative in a minute, because it might be worth dropping the arm down, which is also going to stretch through the bicep as well. So for now, we're going to hold this position here. And again, to come out of that stretch, you can breathe in. And then as you breathe out, gently tipping that back. So if we have a shoulder issue, having it up here this high might be too much. So we might want to straighten the arm and then drop it slightly so we've got it down in that area. What that's also going to do is be indirectly, stretching through that bicep as well as we're holding that there. So again, same again, having the arm straight, having it a little bit lower, and then turning away. So you'll feel that stretch from the bicep right the way up into the chest. Turning the head away, and again holding that position there. So you want to aim to hold this between 10 to 15 seconds. And again, so important, because this is where our power comes from through tennis. It's all of these muscles working together. It's the shoulder, it's the chest, it's the arm, it's the forearm. We need all areas to be working together in order to give us more power when we're playing. So really important to look after the whole of this area, and then gently coming back to the middle. So with the routine today, you want to add this in every time you play. So after you've been playing tennis, like I said earlier, really important to help reduce our risk of injury and help us perform better. So as always, thank you so much for watching the channel. If you love our videos, because obviously we love making our videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.